Today, we are going to be rebuilding Bayern Munich from FIFA 14 all the way to FC 24. Now, I say the word rebuild very, very loosely because Bayern Munich have been and still are one of the best teams of the decade. And look at how good they were way back 10 years ago. Hot off the heels of winning their Champions League in 2013, they had Neuer, they had the captain Philipp Lahm still kicking about. They had probably the most iconic winger partnership maybe ever in Ian Robben and Franck Ribéry, aka Robbery. A ridiculously good team that in the last 10 years has won 10 straight Bundesliga titles, 5 Deutsche Pokals, and a Champions League in 2020. Yes, I will still take over this team, and yes, we will still be making changes, trying to make it as good of a team as we can possibly make it. But the real challenge of this video is going to be to try and top Bayern Munich's 16 trophies in the last 10 years, try to stack on a couple more Champions Leagues as well. I don't know how the hell I'm going to win 10 league titles in a row, even in FIFA, even with a team this good. But nonetheless, we will try our best, so don't forget to like and subscribe, of course, if you are new, and let's jump into it. So to start things off, I'm going to transfer list a couple players. Not a lot of dead wood to get rid of in Bayern Munich. One player that's actually quite decently rated right now that I'm keen to get rid of early is going to be Holger Badstuber. Poor guy kind of fell off a bit in his career. His last FIFA appearance was in FIFA 22, and he was 65 rated. So we'll sell those lads. Claudio Pizarro's retiring next season, and our next best striker is probably not going to turn into anything we could do with some attacking talent. And I have found one younger player we could probably go for, a striker, lone listed, English, Harry Kane, the current Bayern Munich striker, but before, of course, he popped off. The man who has not yet won a single trophy in his whole career, been absolutely smashing it for Bayern Munich in real life, so let's go ahead and pick him up right at the beginning of his career. Maybe we could turn him into one of the most successful football players ever. £2 million, Harry Kane accepts and joins Bayern Munich at the age of 19. I don't think he'll be starting for Bayern Munich for at least a couple of years probably, but he will be there sooner rather than later. We do have some money to play around with. We are Bayern Munich. I mean, we could try to make a pretty decent signing, like a good 80-something rated signing now as well. We've already picked up Kane from the Premier League. I might go for another Premier League player, someone that joined the Bundesliga around this time. He went to Wolfsburg. His name was Kevin De Bruyne. What if instead of joining Wolfsburg next season, he joins Bayern Munich now? Might cost us a pretty penny or two, but I think he's worth it. But he will accept it as well. Unbelievable. But Kevin De Bruyne is also accepted now as well. He comes to Bayern. Imagine having Bastian Schweinsteiger, Thomas Muller, Toni Kroos, Mario Götze, Thiago, and Kevin De Bruyne, and Pierre-Emerick Højbjerg in one team at the same. That's the greatest mix of midfielders you will ever see on a team. Crazy stuff. We've already sold a couple of players, including all other goalkeepers in the club apart from this man, Manuel Neuer. So let's finish up with transfers by buying 2 more backup goalkeepers. We've got Peter, I'm definitely going to say this wrong, Gulaschi from RB Salzburg before he goes to Leipzig. We'll weaken an opponent there. And we've got Yacine Bounou as well, about 10 years before he absolutely blew up at the World Cup, but still. The player just joined. God damn it. I get done by that every rebuild, at least once. Well, that's okay. We can make the signing of at least Yacine Bounou, and that is one backup for us. Let's get advancing ahead then in the first season. Of course, in this season, we saw Bayern Munich win the Bundesliga. We also saw them win the Deutsche Pokal. 16 trophies, 1 Champions League. That's what we need to beat. Can we get started early? Well, the good news is we have started off as we wanted to, winning the Bundesliga. We've now got 9-10 more left to pick up. All we have to do now is to lift up the Bundesliga title in the Allianz Arena. Damn, how good was it having this stadium in FIFA? I miss it. I had plenty of faith in this Bayern Munich team to win the Bundesliga this season, and I expect them to win it most seasons. I don't know about all, but we have won it this season. Now we just need to wrap it up. Ball in here for him to chase. He might get to it. Maybe try going around. He's brought down. That's a penalty. Got to it. Too tight to shoot. Muller's the one that won it. Thomas Muller will be the one to take it. Come on. I'm going to be ballsy here. I'm going to try to stick this right down the middle. And Thomas Muller gives us the lead. One of those players that's going to be sticking around for the whole rebuild, I reckon. Oh, we got a chance on him. What a ball. Oh, Ribery's through. And Ribery with a toe poke gets it in. Wasn't quite what I was going for in terms of the finish. Lay it off. I'm having some fun. Let's have a go. Whoa! That's come close. Might still get it on the rebound. Bloody Ribery went from downtown, came super close. And how about the poaching instincts of Thomas Muller? Lovely stuff, and that should seal the win, surely. And that will secure the Bundesliga for Bayern Munich, the first of many. I think I can say that fairly comfortably. It will be the captain, Philipp Lahm, to lift up the Bundesliga. Again, the first, I am sure, of plenty to come. What a brilliant, already iconic Bayern Munich team this is. And this is what we're starting from scratch with. I can't believe it. It does get better, though, possibly this season for us, because we've made the Deutsche Pokal final as well. We will not be competing for the Champions League this season, sadly. We got dumped out in the quarterfinals by Barcelona. But we can still go for the double here against Bayer Leverkusen. If we're going to beat 16 trophies, we've got to really pile on the domestic trophies. I don't know how many Champions League finals, despite how good this team is, we're going to make. So let's get out there and let's take it. Kiesling gets it kicked off. Heung-min Son still playing for Leverkusen at this point too. Robben, yeah, Robben, he loves to cut inside. Iron Robben, good chance, great chance! What a goal this is. He has the gap, and boy, did he find that top left-hand corner with a sublime strike on that left foot. It's a type of goal that he made famous. That's unreal stuff. What a start. No way. Oh my God, that was just a pot shot. Can you chill the... Yeah, please, Iron Robben. Jesus Christ, why did I even think I could score from there? Apparently, because I could. Heung-min Son with a curling effort. That hits the crossbar. That's a lucky one for us. Got to be a chance. Schweinsteiger! Oh, what a save. One last corner in. Can we finish this off with one more goal? Most likely not. But the job is done, and we secure the double. That is 2 trophies down of the 16 that we're chasing today. Still a long way to go, but there we go. First Bundesliga and the first Deutsche Pokal of the rebuild. We are off to a pretty solid start with this super team, which is only going to get more super. Here are the substitutes, here are the reserves, and now let's head over to FIFA 15. In this season, Bayern Munich ended up selling Toni Kroos to Real Madrid for about 25 million. I would very much like to hold on to him for several reasons, not only because he's still good enough to be in our starting 11, but just that, you know, he's going to be one of the best midfielders of the 2000s. They also sold Mandzukic. We're still holding on to him here. But if you're wondering why he's on the bench, it's because Robert Lewandowski also joined Bayern Munich this season, and on a free. So of course we're going to recreate that signing, and he will be leading the line for Bayern Munich with his in real life eventual replacement in Harry Kane chilling in the reserves, still yet to, you know, even scratch the starting 11. Bayern Munich also did some ridiculously good business this season, picking up Benatia and also even Xabi Alonso. Hell, at 32, I still would love to pick him up with an 85 overall. This team is just insane, although at the same time, some players are a little bit old and will start dropping off. One player here that isn't exactly young, not exactly old, but at the same time refuses to fall off is Thiago Silva, and honestly, I would like to pull this off. We've got Dante at centre-back right now, another Brazilian who may be slightly on the way out in the future, so why don't we try for it? 36 million, will that be enough? Yes, it will be. We're blowing everything we've got this season on Thiago Silva. Hell yeah, absolute quality straight out the gates, and for probably the rest of the rebuild, he will be elite. Paired alongside Jerome Boateng, 86 rated Silva. Wow. This right here is easily one of the highest rated starting 11s I've ever had in any of these rebuilds. Bayern this season again won the Bundesliga, but not the German Cup, so we might have a chance to go ahead here. Well, come on, that is us top again of the Bundesliga, but only with 70 points. Hey, we'll still take it. No Deutsche Pokal final though, so we've basically done exactly what real life Bayern Munich has done. Except no, we haven't. We've made a Champions League final, and of all teams, Man City are the team that have made it as well. We had to take out Dortmund to get there. We're gonna be without Schweinsteiger and the recently signed Thiago Silva, but that's okay because we'll just chuck in Kevin De Bruyne and the recently signed Benatia. Oh, our depth, even our depth is nuts. Could we, in just our second season of the rebuild, go ahead and pick up our first Champions League title? This is a pretty iconic Manchester City team we are facing, in fairness. But at the very same time, we are also full of our own superstars. So let's get out there. Come on, let's do this then. Oh my God, he's nearly weaved all the way through us. Benazzi had to take him down late. And he's been given a red as a result. Oh my God. Goddamn Fernandinho, of all people, was weaving through our defense like Messi. We now have to do this with only 10 men. Oh shit. He's going to be onside because of the man that's brought down. Oh, that is scummy from Man City. That is disgraceful. That is disrespect. I cannot let these pricks win. Not now. Is he on? Is he on? Is he on? Is he on? Oh my God, it gets in under the crossbar, but offside. And through they go with the weaker team, with the decimated players. Jesus Navas opens the scoring. They make their man advantage pay off, and Dante, oh, how didn't you stick that earlier challenge, mate? Come on. Oh no, ball off the raw. Come on, that's going to get awkward. No, it goes out. Oh no! What was that? What it was? Ribery! I have no idea what I've just witnessed, but you have given a free goal to James Milner in a Champions League final, Franck Ribery. The ball falls to him, and I'm just like, get rid of it. I'm just trying to clear the freaking ball, and he just does nothing. He just lets it go, and well, that is a brilliant way to give away a Champions League final. Loris Karius would be proud of that. Unbelievable. I didn't hear no bell. I didn't hear no bell. It's Lewandowski! Alrighty, we might still be on here. That's a brilliant finish, that. With two men on either side of him, he just whacks it up into the top corner. Come on. Can we pull this back? Can we? Up the middle. Look at him running hard. I'm having a go. Oh, what a goal! Thomas Muller! It's 2-2 out of nowhere. Didn't really like that I didn't have any options anywhere remotely close. And what a hit. Could Hart have done a bit better? It is away from him. Nah, it's through. Absolute scenes out of nowhere. We have leveled up the Champions League final. Yaya Toure has given away a free kick. Wait till you see where it is. It is in a pretty difficult position, but I mean, Toni Kroos has scored a goal from a similar spot. He did it against Sweden. Can he do it against City? Can he? He bloody well can! Oh my God! What a goal! What a finish! It's the Champions League in the 90th minute! From the tightest of angles, it just squeezes its way through. The comeback is complete. 2-0 down, 3-2 up. First goal in the Champions League. Not like this. Don't let him. Big boy tackle away. Still not away. Referee. That's a really good ball in, but it won't get up and over Neuer. Unbelievable. That has to be the greatest comeback in the history of the Champions League finals. Unbelievable. Take that, Manchester United 1999. You have company for the best comeback in Champions League history. It happened against Bayern Munich back then. Now it happens for them. Shout out to 05 Liverpool in Istanbul, but this is damn good as well. A 90th minute free kick to win it. That is why we held on to Toni Kroos. And as a result of it, we're Champions League winners. The first one of the rebuild, and I don't think it can come in any more dramatic of a fashion. Well then, first Champions League final won, 4 trophies in the bag. Let's head over to FIFA 16. Do you want to win a trip to Bangkok, Thailand and a share of $5,000? Then let me tell you about the Road to the Stage 2024 on PlayStation Tournaments. The Road to the Stage is an EA FC and NBA 2K PS5 tournament, which you can attempt to qualify for right now inside PlayStation Tournaments. If you enter and win one of these brackets, you will move on to the regional finals. And if you win the regional finals, you will travel to Bangkok to face the best of Asia and Oceania for a share of $5,000. The qualifiers for the Road to the Stage end on the 13th of February. So be sure to enter today, people. Link in bio. Best of luck. So a fair few players leaving Bayern Munich this time around. We do end up seeing Bastian Schweinsteiger join Manchester United for starters, and Xherdan Shaqiri. He joined Inter Milan full-time and then eventually went to Stoke. You know, a very natural progression of your career. I'm also going to, once again, recreate most of the signings they made. They made the signing of Arturo Vidal. They made the signing of Douglas Costa and a lower rated player by the name of Joshua Kimmich. Just a flat 70, the lowest rated midfielder in the team right now, but I think at one point he might end up being the highest rated midfielder. Absolute insanity, this team. Like the bench, the reserves, and the starting 11, there is not a single player below the overall of 85, and even then, most of them aren't close to 85, they're probably closer to 90. I'm getting plenty of offers for a lot of my players, none of which I really want to sell. Maybe one thing I might do this season is pick up the young prospect here, Niklas Süle. I don't need another starting 11 player, we'll put it that way. I've actually still been holding on to Holger Badstuber this whole time. He is still 80 rated to be fair, but we can probably make this change. And Niklas Süle signs on the dotted line a little earlier than he did in real life. Don't get me wrong, right now he's still like the 6th choice centre back, but he will definitely get up there. We actually get a deadline day offer for Dante, and I think I can maybe do this. He's like 32 years old now. It looks like he's been sold, and I don't think we have a huge rush to replace him. We've got plenty of depth everywhere. What do we get this season? A pretty convincing win, nearly an invincible season, not quite, one loss, but we get the Bundesliga again. The streak is still going on there, but we actually don't get it done in the final of the Deutsche Pokal. And sadly in the Champions League, we once again stumbled in the semis. Barcelona, they have dumped us out quite a few times now. Kind of funny because it's normally the other way around when Bayern and Barcelona meet, isn't it? This is just, again, one of the most insane teams I have ever had, like ever inherited so early on, man. It's nuts. I mean, yes, I've tweaked it a little bit, but it's just still bonkers. 5 trophies in 3 years, that's okay pace for the 16 we're trying to get. Plus, let's head over to 17. This season, Bayern Munich sold back Mario Götze to Dortmund for about 22 million, but they also bought a player from Borussia Dortmund, and that player was Mats Hummels, joining Bayern as well. I'm not going to say no to Mats Hummels. So yes, he will now be a part of Bayern Munich, but guess what? He's still not getting into the centre-back partnership of Boateng and Thiago Silva. Look at this team. The lowest rated player on the side is a now aging, starting to decline Franck Ribéry. Everyone else is 87 minimum. Imagine being 84 rated. Xabi Alonso, Thiago, you can't even get on the substitutes bench. As I did mention before, yes, Franck Ribéry is starting to decline in overall, and it will become quite sharp in a few years. So I am actually thinking, if I'm going to upgrade any position in my starting 11, it'll probably be the left mid. And these are the two options that I'm thinking of at the moment. We've got a pretty well prime Eden Hazard right here. 88 rated. He'll be world class for us for about 3 years, start to drop off, and, you know, probably retire before we get to 24. But the other option is Marco Reus, the most loyal man, arguably in football. He has stuck it out with Dortmund, and he really hasn't had the return he probably deserved. Can we change the course of this man's career? Can we finally tempt him to leave Dortmund? I'm just going to put offers down for both of them and see who we go with. As I'm doing that, I've just gotten an offer for Javi Martinez, who I think will also start dropping off pretty soon, so bring up some cash to make it happen. And I've also received confirmation from both Marco Reus and Eden Hazard. We can make these transfers happen. Only one of them. Eden Hazard, arguably better player in his prime than Marco Reus. But Marco Reus is going to be more consistent over the course of the whole rebuild. And man, as much as I love Hazard, we are pulling the trigger. We are getting Marco Reus. We're bringing him to Bayern. And just like that, the robbery partnership has been broken up and we have changed the course of history. Marco Reus folds. He joins Bayern. How many former Dortmund players is that now on this team? We now, of course, have Robert Lewandowski. We have Marco Reus. We've got on the bench Mats Hummels. Götze is down there somewhere. If this team does not win the treble, and it doesn't do it by scoring an average of 86 goals a game, then something is wrong. The streak only just continues on with 75 points in the season. 4 above Schalke. That was tight. And we also pick up the Deutsche Pokal. So we do the double for the second time in the rebuild, but we are yet to do a treble. But could that be about to change? Yes, it can. Wow, we have made another Champions League final and we have the chance to do the treble. We just got to take down Arsenal. We will have Mats Hummels suspended for the final, but that's okay. I'm sure we have replacements. Fair play to Arsenal. I don't know how the hell they made it to a Champions League final in 2017, but they have done. We finally got past Barcelona as well in the quarterfinals, and we're now playing one of FIFA 17's iconic opening, like, daytime Champions League finals. Either way, it's the San Siro, Bayern Munich going for another one. For Champions League title number 2 of the rebuild, will we do it? Anything from this delivery? Good spot, away, keeper, back heel, through the bodies. Oh, you better believe it! What a hit, son! It's Kevin De Bruyne. Marvelous strike this. Love the back heel from Robben as well. And Czech is beaten well. Again here, Lewandowski, not fully away. Oh, brought down in the box. Penalty! Yellow card for Koscielny. Can you see this star above my head? We're about to add another one. What's it going to be? Oh, saved, but on the rebound. He puts it in on the rebound. That was a way softer penalty than I thought it would be, but at least it was on target. At least we got the follow-up. We are making much lighter and easier work of this than our last Champions League final. Now we got the corner in. Clear that away. Not cleared away. Olivier Giroud scores. Righto then. Well, this game is right back on then. Muller was the one in front and couldn't stop it. Bit more tense now. The end of this game anyway. De Bruyne out to the left. Marco Reus. Oh, you know he's in. Oh, not quite. Rebound. This would finish it off. Thomas Muller on the rebound from the save after the Marco Reus strike. The goal was gaping for him. Reus denied. Muller would not be. Ball's whipped in. It'll be cleared away. Could be the end of the game, that referee. And yes, it is indeed sealed by that goal from Thomas Muller. 3-1 and a second Champions League title. We have now gone one better than the real-life Bayern Munich, at least in the Champions League. I don't exactly know how many more seasons Philipp Lahm has, whether it's 1 more or 2 more, but he gets 1 more lift of that Champions League trophy. Our first treble of the rebuild as well. We also matched what Bayern did in 2020. Will that be the only rebuild? I'm not so sure. Not with a team that looks this good. There's no way. Surely not. Let's head over to FIFA 18. In the 2017-2018 season, we saw Bayern Munich add in a couple of pretty decent players for the future, one being Kingsley Coman, the other being Nicolas Sewell. So yeah, we've got both of those players now in the reserves in just a ridiculous, the lowest rated player outfielder is a 75 rated Højbjerg. We know he's going to kick on. And this ridiculous starting 11, which is already comped 2 Champions League titles, I think is surely destined for more. We saw some players leave, of course, like Philipp Lahm, who's retired, along with Xabi Alonso. Hopefully he doesn't come back and absolutely stuff up our Bundesliga dominance. This season for Bayern, it was once again the Bundesliga and the Deutsche Pokal. What can we do? We can add another Bundesliga title. Thank you very much. Only 73 points, but it's enough. We could add another Deutsche Pokal. So tick, we win everything they won this season in real life. And in the Champions League, you bet, we've made another final. Oh, this could be a record-breaking 10-year rebuild. We are going here, people, for what would be back-to-back trebles. All we have to do is take down Tottenham Hotspur in the final, a team that is notorious for never winning anything. This is still one of the more peak Tottenham Hotspur teams in the past, so we've got to be careful, and let's see if we can get it done. But back-to-back Champions League titles and back-to-back trebles, we're off. Oh, Peak Dele Alli's on the ball here. Oh, Peak Dele Alli, oh no. Don't like this at all. Oh, big save from Neuer. Under a bit of pressure, and that is going to be half-time. You know, honestly, probably Tottenham's half. That man Neuer's been under a little bit of pressure, so we have got to try to do better in the second. Oh, this is some Weaving magic here from Royce. Oh, what a ball. And the goal scorer is Thiago. I'm about to sub him off. Oh, I can't believe it. Can I cancel that? Oh, he's done it. Lovely weaving run from Marco Royce. And what a ball. Just gets it into Thiago and he slots that brilliantly. The first half was a stinker by Bayern standards, but we dominated the first 5 minutes and opened the scoring. Royce coming off, Vidal's coming on. Again, I'm taking off the goal scorer. Should I wheel this decision back? It's too late. I'm back in a great spot this. That is a lovely ball in. Oh, Robben, what is that for a finish? We are almost in stoppage time. We've gone and taken it back. We can finish this one off with a goal. Maybe with Arturo Vidal. That's well wide, but it should do it, and it has done it. It is another Champions League title. We're up to 3 already. That's unbelievable. We keep making more history. It's another Champions League title. Wow, what a potential run we could be on. Well, that's another treble then, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move over to FIFA 19. This season, Bayern Munich let go of a couple of pretty big iconic names, guys like Arturo Vidal. Douglas Costa ended up joining Juventus for like 40 million. We, in this resim, have also lost Benatia, our pretty decent centre-back from Morocco, because he joined a Qatari club in 2019. But we do add in a certain Alphonso Davies, a left midfielder for now, eventually will become one of the better left backs in the world. And you also may notice that Harry Kane is now a 90 overall as well. He isn't actually better yet than a certain Robert Lewandowski. They are now the exact same rating. I'm going to roll with Kane up top, and if this season it doesn't go great, maybe I switch him back over. Poor Ian Robben and Franck Ribéry are both 83 rated. I don't even think I'm going to be able to sell Ribéry because he's retiring. So considering we're going to need a bit of depth in the winger position, I'm going to go and take a pretty decent winger off of a rival, Jadon Sancho from Dortmund. We'll weaken them a bit. We're going to drop 40 mil on him, plus chuck in a sell-on clause, get it over the line, and that one will do it then. All right, fantastic. Imagine being in a team so good that you're 80 overall and the best you can get is a sporadic squad roll. But he is in and lying in wait if we need to maybe sort of stick him into the starting 11 at some point. Again, shocker, Bayern Munich did the Deutsche Pokal and Bundesliga double. We're up to 11 trophies already. We have absolutely started this rebuild like a house on fire. Does it continue? Well, we can again continue the Bundesliga streak, but Jesus Christ, we're getting it tight. I mean, only 2 points, really? And 70 points. That's not that high. And the Deutsche Pokal, we've actually lost in the final to RB Leipzig. I also hate to say it too, but we're not in the Champions League final either. There will be no treble of trebles. God damn, we got knocked out early as well. Round of 16 by Juventus. I mean, look, yes, we do win a trophy. We keep the Bundesliga streak going, but is it a coincidence the second I throw out Lewandowski for Kane, we suddenly have a dip in trophies? I refuse to believe that's coincidence. Anyway, over to FIFA 20. This season was quite a big season in terms of transfers on both sides, in and out. Franck Ribéry and Ian Robben both left Bayern Munich in real life, and of course, Robben's now out the game. Ribéry we still have. He's just not very highly rated anymore. Mats Hummels also went back to Dortmund, but we've held onto him as well. 2 big players they brought in for big money that will recreate will be that of Lucas Hernandez and also Benjamin Pavard. And as you may see, I have rejigged the formation a bit to a 4-2-2-2, just to get the best players we have on the park. Lewandowski and Kane will go alongside each other with 2 strikers up top. We actually also lost Mario Mandzukic this season. He's no longer in FIFA, so I think I should buy a backup striker. And you know, as much as I would have absolutely loved to have picked up Erling Braut Haaland, sadly he has only just joined Dortmund. Was that even English? Yeah, he's only just gone to Dortmund, so we can't get him, but another decent player we can pick up, and honestly, higher rated right now is Lautaro Martinez. So welcome Lautaro Martinez to Bayern Munich. He will jump onto the bench, lying in wait to take the place of either Kane or Lewandowski if he needs to. Can we do it this season, especially the season where Bayern Munich won a treble, which of course means they won their one and only Champions League in the last 10 years, this season? Can we repeat that effort? Now this is more like it. None of these 70-point seasons, 97-point season. By the way, the Bundesliga only played 34 games. God damn, they were nearly centurions in a 34-game season. Deutsche Pokal we took home only just on penalties in a goalless draw. But are we on for that treble that Bayern got in real life? The answer, sadly, is no. No, it was not to be. Again, another round of 16 exit. That's 2 now in a row. We have 14 trophies to our name at the moment. Real life Bayern have 16 over the last 10 years, so we are doing very, very well. We just got to get back to winning Champions Leagues, please. Over to FIFA 21. The biggest out this season for Bayern Munich was that of Thiago moving to Liverpool. But one player going to the Premier League, one player joining from the Premier League, Leroy Sané joined Bayern Munich. Definitely going to recreate that one. Pretty well the only real life signing I'll recreate. However, there was another player that came up from the youth academy this season. Jamal Musiala, ladies and gentlemen. Gosh, 74, but watch that overall fly. I have got a handful of players transfer listed in all honesty. Guys like, let's be real, Frank Ribery, 81. He's probably only got a year or two left in FIFA at all. And then just some older players, Arturo Vidal, Goetze, Shaqiri, and James Rodriguez. They're really not going to get much better than this. Hopefully, with some of the money we're about to get for them, we can really go big in transfers and just shore up the depth areas that we need shoring up. Feels like we're not getting any offers for any of those transfer listed players. We get an offer for Nicolas Saul though. Again, I'm not interested in letting him go despite his lower overall this season. It's actually kind of ridiculous. We get offers, but just none for any of the players we want to sell. It's unbelievable. We're now in deadline day and we still haven't let go of anyone. This season, Bayern picked up the Bundesliga and just the Bundesliga. What can we get? Well, another dominant season. You love to see it. Well, if you're a neutral German fan, probably not. But we're going for them all, and we've got another. No Deutsche Pokal, so again, they didn't win one in real life either. We fail here. And so brutally denied a Champions League final by, of course, who else? Real Madrid. We ended up losing 3-2, 1 goal. That was the difference. We need a strong finish now. Let's keep up the Bundesliga streak going into FIFA 22. A lot of pretty established Bayern Munich names ended up leaving this season, especially in the defensive department when we had Jerome Boateng leave and also David Alaba leaving on a free transfer. They spent 42 million on Dayot Upamecano to replace those two players. Now, maybe not a great replacement, but I can get him anyway. The only thing is, yes, we keep on to David Alaba. We've still got Thiago Silva, we got Hernandez, we got Nicolas Saul, we got Matt Hummels, and finally we arrive at Dayot Upamecano. He's the 6th choice centre-back. I still got a few of those players I'd like to sell, like your Frank Ribery's, Arturo Vidal, Xherdan Shaqiri, but yeah, if we can get any offers, great. But again, all the offers are coming for players I don't want to sell. Nicolas Saul is a red hot ticket item. So look, we'll just bloody well leave it. We'll keep the starting 11 and the rest of the squad as it is. It is still a good enough team to hopefully win the Bundesliga again and maybe hopefully get to that other Champions League final. They did indeed win the Bundesliga again, of course, this season. So what can we do with them this season? Well, we only just hold on for that Bundesliga title, what would be now the 9th of the rebuild in a row, and we also secure the Deutsche Pokal. Good. Haven't had too many of those recently. And I said it before, I'll say it again, the Champions League for us, it just dried up. We won so many early and haven't yet been able to get to another final. Jumped out this time on penalties by Real Madrid. It is always Real Madrid. I will still be a bit flat if we don't get to at least 4 Champions League titles and minimum 20 trophies. Can we get that 4th in FIFA 23? Again, another very busy transfer window both ways. The biggest transfer of all is definitely Lewandowski joining Barcelona. There is no way, however, I'm letting the equal highest rated player in our team go. I don't care how old he is. They also brought in like an insane amount of really top tier players, so much so I've only had to take my pick. And the players I've gone for are João Cancelo, we've got Mazraoui at right back, we have got Sadio Mane, and finally, topping off all the signings, Matthijs de Ligt at centre back for £67 million. Having a hard time figuring out if I've ever had a starting 11 just as ridiculously good as this. in any of the 10-year rebuilds before. 2 seasons left to go, 2 more opportunities to stack on the trophies and hopefully a Champions League. And the streak is over. RB Leipzig have won the Bundesliga, and guess what? We don't even come in second. How does this happen? We have come in 3rd place. We just got too many draws, man. We got like 11 draws on the season. We do win the Deutsche Pokal. Yeah, great, but I can't believe it. One rebuild, please, where we go and win every league title. It doesn't happen. Not even with Bayern. I'm a bit shell-shocked. No Bundesliga, but we are in the Champions League final. I don't believe it. We had to sacrifice our Bundesliga run to get into the Champions League. Honestly, it would have been great to have won every Bundesliga title, but you're in this for Champions Leagues if you're a big club like Bayern Munich are, so we just have to make sure that we win it now. Has been a long, long time since we last got to this stage, but finally we made it. Fair play to AC Milan getting this far into the competition. It's a historic final, bro. What heritage. Bloody Bayern Munich versus AC Milan. What a team we have assembled. New names, fresh faces, old faces we've retained, and hopefully it'll lead to a 4th Champions League title. It bloody well better. Is that Jude Bellingham that's made it to AC Milan? Bloody hell, I think even Zlatan's in this AC Milan squad too. What a final. One back in a great spot, this. Oh, brilliantly done. It's got to be surely. So easily, brilliantly slotted. And when you win the ball back in a spot like that, of course it'll result in a goal with Mane through on goal. And we are already 1-0 up after less than 10 minutes. Ball in, dangerous. Oh, João Cancelo with some acrobatics to get rid of it. Oh, wow. Good save from Neuer. Dangerous. Zlatan was in. Ball up over the top. Kane. Lewandowski's running onto this one. Bit slower these days, but does not matter. That's why we held on to him, Bayern. That's why we have got that second goal. And Kane, with his passing ability, gets Mane away. What can we do here? Can we get it back to him? Yes, we can. Kane on the dink, but on the rebound it will be. Who is it? It's De Bruyne. And that should absolutely put the seal on it. Well, there could be one coming back. Neuer, another great save. Thank you. Oh, Kimmich off the line. They're just not getting through today. They weren't terrible today, AC Milan, but it just wasn't their day. It's Bayern's day. And it is our 4th Champions League of the rebuild. How good is that? And this Champions League title will be lifted up with a new man with the armband. The honours go to Joshua Kimmich. It's a shame that we stunk it up in the Bundesliga itself. Could have had another treble, but we will settle, more than settle, for this Champions League title. Finally, the first in a while. Hey, look, bummed about missing out on the streak, but it is what it is. Still a pretty damn good rebuild so far, I'd say. Let's finish it up strong with FC 24. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, in FC 24. This is the real life, current Bayern Munich squad. By no means a bad starting 11, that, of course not. And this is what the Bayern Munich team looks like now after this rebuild. Just a ridiculous starting 11, unbelievable depth to go along with it. When your substitutes is looking like this, what a bench. The reserves full of 80, and not just low 80 plus rated players either. Can we finish off the rebuild with maybe even one last treble? I still think the team's that good. Bro, we're going to go and bottle 2 Bundesligas in a row. This is not exactly what I had in mind when I was thinking of a Bundesliga streak, not a losing streak. We have a game left to play. Dortmund are 2 points ahead. Maybe we can win it right at the end. They're going to either have to draw and we win by 3 goals to get over goal difference, or we win and hope to God they lose. This could be right here for one final title. I don't know how the rest of the competitions are shaping up. Don't forget last season, this is almost the exact same thing happened. Dortmund choked at the end of the season. Can we recreate it again? Kane, I can see a cross in. Is he in front? Musiala! Jamal Musiala with the beaut of a header from a beaut of a cross. In an unusual position there, Harry Kane, but Musiala fights to get in front. That is what I am pretty well going off of. I'm not leaving it to chance. Is that clean? Is that clean? Lewandowski, that's a great strike. Oh, big goal. Really big moment this. One more goal and we may be able to win this league if they get that draw Dortmund. As we go for our 10th Bundesliga of the rebuild, I am yet to get any update. Wegor, Sanabria, strike. That is over the bar, thankfully. Oh my God, get out of each other's way! Lewandowski, maybe a chance on here. A cutback, Kane, couldn't get it back for Cancelo. And they're literally just passing the ball around. I can't get it in time. That's gonna do it. That is it. If they have lost their game, Dortmund, we win. If not, it's over. Their celebrations look pretty happy, and I think we might have actually done it. Wait a minute. Wait. You're taking the piss. Have Dortmund actually done it again? Unless they've drawn and I've made a mathematical mistake. I thought we needed to win by 3. I can't believe it. I don't know, but yeah, sure, sweet, we'll take it. Dortmund have once again fluffed up on the final day and let Bayern Munich slide on through. It is a 10th Bundesliga title. In the end, we don't go, and win everyone available, but we'll take it. Yeah, there it is. Dortmund actually lost 1-0 on the last day. That is amazing. 2 years in a row. What a way to get the 20th trophy of the rebuild. We have gone clear. Beautiful. We also pick up the Deutsche Pokal on penalties, so that's 21. It sadly, however, will not be 22. We don't make the Champions League final in the end. We finished with 4 Champions League titles, but 21 in total. Bloody decent haul that. What a bloody great Bayern Munich side we put together, lads. If you've enjoyed this video, then be sure to give it a like, be sure to subscribe, and of course, tell me in the comments who you want me to do next. Cheers, legends, for watching, and again, if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click on this one as well for plenty more.